Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, and in this video I'm going to review last night's game and the final game of the 2021 regular season between the Edmonton Oilers and the Montreal Canadiens. It was in Montreal, and this one went to overtime once again, so 2 games in a row with the same score, 4-3, and the same result. Montreal lost in overtime both games. This was a meaningless game. It didn't mean anything in the standings. No, it doesn't. That's why I'm wearing a red shirt, because it's not anything to be upset about. So Montreal lost 4-3 in overtime. In the game previous, it was line 3 with the Jake Evans line that really gave all the offense and kind of was the only line that was really clicking. In this game, it was different, and it was the Nick Suzuki line. The first line, Suzuki, Caulfield, and Armia, and Suzuki and Caulfield just really clicked last night, and it was really good to see. So I'm going to tell you all about it. Got everything there. Got my thoughts on the game. And a bit of an announcement at the end. So well, let's get right into it. And before we get to that, if you are new to this channel, if you're a Habs fan like I am and you want to see all kinds of videos, maybe not like this anymore, but previews and live casts and pregame shows and all kinds of different Habs videos, please subscribe, ring that notifications bell. That's down there. That'll get you your daily fix of Bleu, Blanc, Rouge right here at Talking Habs. Let's get into this game. So it was a 4-3 loss, like I said, in overtime for Montreal. And Montreal had sat out a bunch of players. So in the lineup changes, outward to Foley, Stahl, that's not going to make a difference, Petrie, Edmondson, and Allen. And in were Alex Belzile, Frolik was back in, Jesse Alonen made his debut, Eric Gustafsson, Caden Primo in nets, and Xavier Ouellet on defense. So there were 2 Francophone players in the lineup last night. Yay! All right, so yeah, so when you consider the guys that were out, plus the injured guys, this was a team that Edmonton, who fielded or iced a full lineup. I think only Yamamoto was missing. You'd think that this would not be a great game for Montreal, but it was actually. They kept pace with Edmonton, I thought, and surprisingly kept it close. Was able to come back and tie it up to make it 3-3 after leading 2-1. Yeah, it was kind of a bit of a surprise. So this happened pretty quickly for Montreal, like really quickly for Montreal. 1:58 into the first period. Cole Caulfield gets his 4th goal, unassisted. 4th goal, I think, in 7 games or 8 games, unassisted. And it goes like this. So this was a bad pass by Tyson Barrie behind his net. And he literally put it right on the stick of Cole Caulfield, who was then alone in the slot. And a quick wrist shot goes through Smith through the 5-hole. And yeah, it's 1-0. So a really nice shot by Caulfield, recognizing where to shoot. You could see the guy's, his processing is so quick. But it was a really quick start for Montreal. Caulfield with the first goal. Awesome. So about 6.5 minutes, let me see, 6.5 minutes later, Chiasson gets his 9th. From Neil and Kulikov. So Chiasson coming across the slot. And his wrist shot, hang on a second. Dogs in summertime, boy. All right, so Kulikov, no, it's Chiasson, coming across through the slot, and his wrist shot goes through Primo under his arm. So not a great goal given up by Primo, who looked a little shaky at the start. But he settled down, and he was much better after. Right, so that's it ties it up, so it's 1-1. And then a minute and a half later, on the power play, but on Edmonton's power play, so a shorthanded goal for Nick Suzuki, gets his 14th, unassisted, and this is how it happens. So Suzuki, he breaks up ice from behind Montreal's blue line with the puck, and crosses into the offensive zone. Romanov on the, he's on the right, Romanov on the left. It's a 2-on-2. And he chooses to shoot. His wrist shot goes through Smith's his glove. So like both goalies looked like they had a bit of Swiss cheese there. So yeah, basically like really through his glove, hit his glove and bounced in, kind of thing. So yeah, so that's 2-1 now. Montreal looking good, and we're all happy about it. And then basically a minute later on the power play, and I think it's a different power play, but I could be wrong. It could be that the highlight I saw was just from 2 different feeds. And I think it might be. So I think this would be on the same power play. I'm not sure anyway. whatever. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets his 16th from Barry and McDavid. And it goes like this, with Merrill screening Primo, RNH, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, fires a wrist shot from the top of the left circle, and that beats Primo just over his right pad. So, yeah, it goes just over his right pad. He had it splayed out properly, but, yeah. Maybe he could have had his arm down. Like, I don't know if that's Primo's fault or not. Probably was. And Merrill screening the goalie. Not having a good game. Merrill not really being good since we picked him up. Next goal. Anyways, that ends the period. Second period, kind of a lot of back and forth. I don't think Montreal had a drop off. They just kept with them. I don't know how they did it. Another power play goal for Edmonton. 10:47 in. Yeah, I'm sorry about the dog. Just hang on. Just picked a bad time to film. All right, so 10:47 in, power play goal. Leon Draisaitl gets his 31st from Chiasson and McDavid. I probably said that already. There's a scrum in front of Primo. Puck's kind of bouncing around the crease, and Draisaitl, it kind of pops out a little bit, the puck, just a little bit. Draisaitl just pounces on it in the slot, and he has a wide open left side because Primo was off to the right, to his right. No, to his left, which is the right side for them. So yeah, the left side of the net was open, and he just put it in the net, and that's it. Next goal. Next period. Period finishes like that. It's they're up 3-2. We're starting to get worried. Although, like I said, meaningless game, but it's starting to look like maybe Montreal is not going to get this done. And then at 8:22 of the third period, Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield team up for like a beautiful goal. Suzuki's 15th. And so Caleb Jones, right in the slot, right in front of the goalie, totally flubs a clearing pass. And young Cole Caulfield, he jumps on the loose puck. And he feeds Suzuki, who's right at the side of the net on the other side of the crease. And he feeds him an easy deflection from, like, I don't think Suzuki had to do anything, just hold his stick there and sort of redirect it, right? So it was really easy. And I saw someone actually, I think in our chat, I was live streaming it, said, and it kind of looks like that's what it was. It's kind of like he scored, Caulfield scored using Nick Suzuki's stick. And it's kind of like that. I'm reminded of Poole. It's kind of like he took the shot, Suzuki's stick was there, he knew where to hit it to make it go in. It's kind of what it looked like. That's taking a bit away from Suzuki, because Suzuki did, you know, it hit his stick and he redirected it in. He didn't have to take a shot, he just had to redirect the blade. But you know what, you're seeing the future there. Suzuki, Caulfield, maybe maybe they end up teaming up for a long time, and they look good together. Look like they've got some chemistry together, and yeah, you gotta like what you see there. Okay, so goes to overtime because it's tied up, and it looks like it's going to go to overtime. I said it a few times in the stream. Is this game going to go to overtime? And yeah, it did. It went to overtime, and didn't take long in overtime. 27 seconds in, Cahoon gets his 9th from Draisaitl and Barry. And Draisaitl, he hits okay, Draisaitl's on the left side at just before the blue line, and he hits an incoming. I guess he crosses the blue line and hits an incoming Cahoon, who's coming in on the other side, swinging in around the circle. And Cahoon, right at the bottom of the right circle, beats Primo. I don't remember where he beats him. But game over. It doesn't matter at that point. And you know what? Montreal, the team, should be proud of themselves. Yeah, they lost. But this was you could say this was a decimated team going up against Edmonton, missing one guy sitting out. That's it. And I think they had a good showing. And that's hopeful for the future, for the depth, even for the playoffs. If these guys can come in and do that kind of a job, you got to be confident that if there are any injuries and stuff in the playoffs, or the situation requires somebody else, I mean, these guys can do it. They can play. So this is something that's very different for Montreal, right? That the depth is really showing that they're talented. Let's see. Primo, 18 of 22, he stopped for an .818 save percentage. Listen, it's clear Primo's not fully ready for the NHL. He's not ready for the NHL yet. He's got to spend at least one more season in Laval, and maybe even 2, but he's not ready yet. It's pretty clear. He looked nervous, but he did calm it down for the after the first period. But still, you can see he's not ready yet. Smith, 26 of 29 for an .897 save percentage. Shots on goal, 22 for Edmonton, 29 for Montreal. Face-off percentage, this one surprised me. 61% for Montreal, 39% for Edmonton. Power plays, 2 for 3 for Edmonton, 0 for 1 for Montreal. So the PK, which has been good, wasn't really good last night. But I mean, that's understandable with all the missing bodies and everything. I'm not surprised. And the power play only had the one opportunity. So hits, 26 for Edmonton, 20 for Montreal. Habs stars of the, I put week. I don't even know why I put week. Yeah, that bugs me. I meant to put game. I guess I was thinking of the NFL, or anyways. All right. So, not being able to watch the game because I'm live streaming, so I can't concentrate on everything. Nobody stood out to me for the third star. I'll be honest with you. I sat there this morning and thought about it, and I can't really think of anybody. So let me know in the comment section who you would put for third star. For me, second star, easily Cole Caulfield. 1 goal, 1 assist. Looking like an NHLer more and more and more every game. In other words, he's looking more comfortable out there every game. And I think he's here to stay. I can't see him not being here to stay. And if they don't use him in the playoffs, and if they don't line him up with Suzuki, there's something wrong there. Suzuki gets the first star, 2 goals, just looking great, and they look great together. And Nick Suzuki steps it up at the end of the season and going into the playoffs. And I imagine in the playoffs, that's his game. He has another gear for the when hockey really matters, and that's like if he's going to be number 1 center, that's what you want your number 1 center to be able to do. Step it up in those games. So the face-off percentage for the center: Suzuki 75%, KK 45%. Evans, 69%. Frolik, who was, I believe, the center on the 4th line, 50%. But Belzile's got an 80%. And I thought about that. That would probably mean he had to have at least 5 face-offs where he won 4 and lost 1. I don't know how else you get to 80% like that. So good on Belzile for doing a good job there. So on the face-offs, they were great last night. Did anybody see, and I saw this in a highlight on Twitter, the slew foot by Draisaitl on Armia? It's so obvious it's a slew foot. It gets missed or goes uncalled, is unreviewed by Department of Player Safety. Isn't slew foot supposed to be dangerous? Doesn't that mean you should call it or maybe get a fine for doing that? Kind of like the dangerous trip by Edmondson with Tavares, but no, slew foot, no. What a joke. The officiating has become just a freaking joke. With a watered-down lineup, Montreal held off Edmonton and almost won. This bodes well if we meet them in round 2. If we meet Edmonton, if we make it past Toronto, I'm not saying we are, so Toronto fans, please don't come down on me on that. If we make it past Toronto, this game bodes well for Montreal going up against Edmonton. Already we beat them in the regular season. For the season series, and our depleted lineup still did well against them, so it's good. Suzuki and Caulfield together was like looking into the future and really liking it. Yeah, it's what it was like. It was like looking in the future, really liking what you're seeing. So good job, boys. That's the last review for the 2021 regular season. We're on to the playoffs. But my announcement is this. This is my last regular season game review, yes. And it's my last regular season game review. No, my channel is not closing. That's not what I mean. But I've decided I don't think I'm going to do the reviews anymore for a couple of reasons. First of all, they highly underperform. It takes 2-3 hours to put these together for very little. And I'm not complaining and I'm not whining about it. It's understandable. I can't put my full value into these reviews because I don't watch the game. I see bits and pieces of the game. The highlights don't break it down well enough. You don't see any penalties if there's any fight. It's hard to really put together a good, solid review. Other people are doing it way quicker than I can get them out. and I think I'm going to leave those to other people, and I'm going to concentrate. Yes, I'm going to still do my previews. I'm going to still be doing, obviously, the live casts and my pregame shows and all the videos, and by not doing a review should allow me to be able to do an extra video a day, or an actual different video than a game review or preview. So I hope this is better. I've been for a while not really happy with my reviews because I can't see the game enough. So I hope it doesn't matter. Let me know what you think in the comment section about that. But this should be my last regular season, and I think even in the playoffs, game review, because the game reviews just they don't work for me. So there you go. I hope that's okay with you. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you have any comments, please leave a comment in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and ring that notifications bell. That's also down there, and that'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here, talking Habs. Thanks for watching these reviews. I really do appreciate it. I'm not complaining. It's just that they highly underperform, and the time that it takes to do that, I'd rather do another video that, you know, it's better. So that's what's happening. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. And we're off to the playoffs. So the 2021 regular season's in the bag, and that's it. That's it. Done. Gone, over with, and here come the playoffs, and we move onward and upward, as they say. So yeah, that's it. Stay safe out there. Peace out, you all. Peace out, you guys. Peace out, y'all. I don't know what I always say. And yeah, really, thanks for all the support for the channel. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next live stream, and see you on the next video, and see you at the playoffs. Bye, everybody.